Welcome back to Just 2 Minutes, Just a Mishnah. This Mishnah is Lenishmas, Fredel Basrachal, Yishal Yitzchak ben Yishai Leib, and David ben Yitzchak, and the Schos already Yitzchak ben Gila, and the first Sarah Basiva. So Mesechas Bava metziah Perek Dal, Mishnah Zion, and Mishnah Ches, Haynar Bar Kesef. So Einar, which we already spoke about, the amount that you need for Einar is four silver coins out of the seller, which is 1/6. Vatana shtei kesef, and a ta'ina, which means if you want to get someone, if you claim that someone owes you money, so in order to get them to swear, they have to owe you a minimum of two silver coins. V'haida shava pruta. But if they admit that they owe, if you want to get them to swear, and they admit that they owe you one pruta out of that, or if they admit to owing everything except for less than a pruta, so then they have to pay you. Or they have to. So then that makes them have to swear. And if they completely admit it, then if they admit to some of the claim, but not all of it, then this makes them have to swear. Chamesh pruta. There's 5 cases where basically there's 5 cases which talk about having a pruta, which is basically the smallest coin. It's like a penny. Haida shava pruta, as we just said, if you admit that you owe someone at least a pruta out of what they say you owe you, then you have to swear about the rest. Va'isha miskadeshes b'shava pruta, you can be mekadesh, you can marry basically a woman with pruta. V'hanene b'shava pruta min hekdesh ma'al. There's something called me'ilah, which is if you get benefit from hekdesh, from something which has been given to the Beis HaMikdash, so then you have to pay for it. So then in this case, if you get benefit from something which is worth a pruta or more from hekdesh, from the Beis HaMikdash, so then it's considered me'ilah, you have to pay for it. V'amayti shava pruta, and if someone finds something from a pruta and up, chayav l'hachris, you have to give it back. V'agayzat chaver shava pruta v'nishbala, if someone steals from his friend a pruta and up, and he swears to him that he doesn't have it, so as we previously discussed, you have to run after him to give it back, even if he goes like the other side of the world. Mishnah Chas Chamisha Chamashin Hein. There are 5 cases where you have to pay an extra fifth besides for the damage that you did. Ha'echal truma, if someone eats truma, which is you take from your fruit first truma and maisa. So truma is any amount basically, or trumas maisa, and then trumas maisa is that after you give your truma to the Levi then takes 1/10 of that and gives it to a kohen. That's a trumas maisa. So if you eat trumas maisa, or trumas maisa shel dmai, or trumas maisa which you take from dmai, which is fruits which belong to someone, to an ignoramus, so you're not sure if he's taken if he's taken everything that he has to take from the fruits yet. V'achala, and chala, when you make a big dough, you take out chala. V'abikurim, when you take off the first fruits that come to the tree and take them up as a carbon Yerushalayim. Ma'asav chaimesh, so in all these cases you have to put back basically the amount that you ate plus a fifth. Va'apaida netar avai, which is when you plant a tree, so the first 3 years you're not allowed to have any benefit from it. Then the 4th year you take up to Yerushalayim and eat there. U'maiser sheni shalai, so that 4th year, the fruit from that 4th year, and also maiser sheni, which is another maiser that you take. It's the second maiser, it's the second 10th that you take from your fruits, and that you also have to eat in Yerushalayim. But instead of eating them, these 2 things that we just mentioned in Yerushalayim, you can put the kedusha onto money and spend that money in Yerushalayim instead. So if you want to do that and transfer the kedusha onto money, so ma'asiv chaimesh, so you're supposed to add on a fifth of the worth. Hapaidas hekdesha, if someone's redeeming, that's the word, redeeming. If someone's redeeming something which he said this is hekdesh, this belongs to the Beis HaMikdash. Now he decides he wants the object, so he's allowed to redeem the kedusha onto money. So if he's doing that, so then hapaidas hekdesha ma'asiv chaimesh, so also then you should add on a fifth. Hanena b'shava pruta min hekdesh, if someone gets benefit from a pruta and up from hekdesh, which we discussed as me'ilah, ma'asav chaimesh, so when you pay them back, you have to add on a fifth. And if you steal something for your friend and swear that you didn't steal it, so then when you pay him back, you have to add on a fifth. And those are these mishnayos.